Alright, I'm gonna do a little video talking exclusively. I'm gonna kind of go off of Carpo's idea a little bit. Talking just a little bit more about myself so that if potentially people do stumble upon this YouTube, that they could maybe know a little something about me before they just hear all my rambles on assorted topics. But, my name is Blaze Harmon, and I live in North Carolina. I live on an island, and East Coast, type shit. I am 18, skinny dude. That's just physical shit though, but I'm very, very, very friendly, outgoing person. I try to be as much as I can involved in other people. So I value my solitude more than anything, but I know that objectively I like to spend time with people and to help people. I'm really interested in mineralogy and geology and geometry, and if I'm gonna have to pick out of all of those, geometry is the base of all of them, because that's the formation of minerals and crystals and things. They all form in the basic geometry that we're allowed to live in and we're allowed to be a part of, basically. And I'm really interested in permaculture and long-term sustainability of human interactions with Earth. Because if we're going to live here, we might as well figure out how to live here symbiotically with the Earth without being parasitic or, conflictive with the natural progression of change. I'm really interested in cooking. Like, I love preparing food. I'm a vegan. I'm an herbivore or whatever. I don't say vegan. I'm an herbivore. I really love being able to prepare food for people who are not used to eating, like in a manner that I am, and seeing their face as, they're surprised that their eating is organic and not processed and it's made of plants. People, I don't know, it's a nice feeling. I love being able to help people as much as possible, like seriously, as much as possible. I give away all my shit if I could. Like, I'm just waiting for somebody to see it and say that they like it so I can give it away. Literally, it's kind of how I feel about almost everything. I know that in my dreams, in regards to my other video I made, my dreams, like, I want to adventure and I want to continue to be curious, like, my whole life. Like, I want to always be creative. I want to, and I want to build new connections continuously, because there's so much of us out here. I'm not even talking about people. I'm just talking about entient, alive, conscious units. There's so many. And then even to the point of connection can be with something that is not physically, your senses don't allow you to see the consciousness of it because it's stagnant. But I believe everything's conscious, and that's why it's here. And so, like, in regards to minerals and rocks, like, they're conscious beings. They're just on a different frequency that we are unable to, well, subconsciously, objectively, we're able to tap into, but our human instinct and construct will not let us relate their senses of normalcy to ours, basically. I really want to. I have many ideas and goals and, like, individual subjective things. Like, I want to build an app to help me get started, and I want to live in a cave for an extended period of time until I'm ready to be out of that cave. I want to basically fast and drink water and deprive myself of things and live life on the other side of the coin, basically, for in a period of time until I can understand real deprivation of things and not just being consistently, what's the word, spoiled and taken care of by Mother Earth and my environment. I want to, at times, I want to subjectively deprive myself of things so I can understand real deprivation. Even though it sounds kind of depressing, it's not. It's would help me in the future be more appreciative of the luxuries and of the things that make life so beautiful. You sit in a dark cave all the time. You miss out on a lot of things. You come out and you see that first flower for the first time. You feel the sun beating on your face like you haven't in a long time. It's gonna be a totally different feeling than what we're used to and what we're conditioned to. I want to get into. I'm a philosopher. I'm a studier. I research and study all the time. That's just what I do. Conceptualization to a point of beneficial, but then when it's, I don't know. I do it on my own terms. Basically, I study like I want to. Once I think that I'm studying too hard on one thing, then I get rid of it. Basically, mentally, not get rid of it, but I add it to the books. Basically, right now I work at a bakery, even though I eat the way I do and live the lifestyle that I do, because it's convenient, and I've worked there, and I help the guy out and shit. All right, one second. But it's not just helping him out. He helps me out too. It's a give and take type situation, but we both know that I don't want to be there anymore. And I think he doesn't want me to be there anymore, even though I do most of the work, just because I do most of the work, basically. And I don't know, too much of a good thing is a bad thing, I guess. I love to be a hard worker. It's like it's what I do. I'm not the biggest physical person at all, so the brawn type shit, the bull and brawn type shit, I'm not really good at. But I can still do it, and I still have endurance, and I still have strength. I just can't do it to the extent of other people for an extended period of time. I'm not your field plow, but you tell me to look up something and conceptualize something and think about something and cooperatively, consciously think of something beneficially for all parties involved in that subject. I can do it, man. I can really do it. I can really sit down and try. At least, not that I can do everything that I want to do. I can try. That's what I'm a trier. That's a dream. I want to always try. I don't want to give up on stupid shit, especially shit that I'm really proud of and I'm really, aiming to strive for. There's a million things. My whole life's changed recently, it feels like, and it really hasn't. It's just I realized that my goals and my shit that I was... Fuck, dude. I realized that my goals and my shit that I was aiming for and striving for, it's kind of unrealistic at some points, and I needed to have, a wake-up call and have a reevaluation to, get back interested into the things that really interest me. Either way. I'm really interested... Sorry about that camera motion shit. It bothered me for a second. I'm really interested in mycology and herbal medicine, spiritual medicine, placebo effect. Totally want to know more about that. I'm really interested in substance and drug safety and drug education and legalization of drugs, just so that the access is regulated and just so there's not a black market community and victimless crimes consistently being perpetuated. I'm interested in not neurotropics. I'm really not interested in pharmaceutical grade things, even though I have had good experiences with some. Just because I feel like in nature the medicine's already there, and a whole plant extract, a spagyric extract, or a tincture or something. It's or a root powder or a tea or some shit, something where you can actually incorporate, and especially if you eat the food dietarily and things like that, or the medicine, and you get the alkali solubles, you get the water solubles, and you get the mineral salt content of the plant, and that puts this whole system into your body that works efficiently, basically. And every plant's different. It's all subjective. And every medicine and every extract or whatever, and it's all depending on what you subjectively need because of the things that you've accumulated and the things that you feel like you are lacking or have too much of. I love art, but I pursue art differently than I think a lot of people do. I don't try to... I do it naturally. That's my way. That is like Blaze Harmon way. Do what comes naturally. The only thing you got is you at the end of the day. Like, the only thing no one can ever take away from you is you. They can take away your friends. They could throw you off this planet, and that's what they say. I don't really know if that's true. But they can blah, 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 blah. They can take away every material thing that you have, every shirt, every shoe. But at the end of the day, you're still stuck in here. And as long as you can hold on to that thought and you can stay you and not be tainted and become someone else or become an image of this person that you want to be or whatever, you can just stay genuine and authentic. That's how, like, progression ensues more intuitively. I like to be a problem solver. Like, I like to see a conflict and understand and perceive the conflict, and then because I am not part of that. I mean, even if it is my own conflict, I can do it too, because I know how to detach myself mentally from things. But because I am not part of the conflict I'm usually trying to solve, it gives me a more objective understanding of the thing, of the situation going down. And that could be anything. That's in the garden, that's in the fucking kitchen, that's at the bakery, that's in social interaction, that's everything that goes on. That's like a dream. I want to go to Peru in my travels. I want to travel the world, but I want to travel the United States first. I have a lot of good friends. I got the boys. That's what I call them. I got my buddy Nick, Ryan, and Jimmy. I love Jimmy. And I have a bunch of friends. I talk to this girl named Stella all the time. The people I work with, I'm friends with all the time. I work with a lady named Tammy. She's awesome. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all just so, I don't know. Just because it feels good to talk about people who might potentially watch these things and be like, God damn, Blaze, the man. Either way, I'm just saying, I love everybody that I come in contact with usually, and if I don't, I still try to find a way to love them. And I hope if you watch this whole fucking video that, you know, that I probably love you. You're fucking awesome.